Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of an interview with on the SG1 Radio YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for clicking on and watching this video. I really appreciate it, and we all really appreciate it here at SG1 Radio. So, on this week's episode, we have got such a very exciting guest. It is the bass player known as Francesco, otherwise known as Little Ladle, from the alternative indie rock group that represented San Marino in the Eurovision. But of course, they are known for so much more than that. That does not define them. And that is the group Piqued. Francesco, please tell me that I got that right on the pronunciation of Piqued.
I think so.
Oh, do you think so?
You're the mother language one, so you speak English better than me. So that's the correct one.
Okay, perfect. Good. No, I'm glad. So, getting into it. Now, obviously, you might have to speak for the others in the group for this question. So, say you guys performed at a concert and you all had to swap instruments for this one concert. You had to play a different instrument. I know, curveball straight away. What do you reckon you would, or at least for yourself, what do you reckon you would swap instrument to?
Oh damn. First of all, I think it will be a complete mess. But as far as I know, I think our drummer Tommy would really enjoy playing bass.
Okay.
So I would feel. Not I wouldn't say comfortable, but okay, I would try singing.
Okay.
And I think Andrea could try playing guitar, the singer.
Yeah.
Could try, and Marco, the guitar player, could go over to the drums.
Okay.
That would be the most decent scenario.
You'd get something out of that. It'd be challenging, but you'd get something.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so if you could make a song with anybody, any artist, dead or alive, I suppose, who would it be, and what do you reckon it would be about?
Wow. I think it will be Sting.
Oh, okay.
Because we love his work. We love his work with Police and his solo work. He now lives in Tuscany, so he's pretty close, I think.
Yeah. Could actually make it happen.
I don't know. Yeah, I think the I don't know, whatever he wants, we'll do it. Whatever he likes. Just yes.
I love it,
and we'll do it.
Okay, we'll make it happen. Sting, if you're hearing this, my friend, then you got to make it happen. You're close by. So if you could pick either Elton John at Glastonbury in the UK or Andrea Bocelli at Carnival in Italy, which one would you go for out of the two?
Elton John.
Has to be done.
Elton John.
Respectable.
Yes.
Respectable.
I must say Elton John.
Yeah. No, I thought I'd give like UK and Italian options in that, but there's one outstanding.
Oh yeah. We're not very much into opera or lyric as Andrea Bocelli does, but we recognize his talent.
Yeah.
Elton John, we watched the movie.
Yeah, good film actually.
Also, we're in love.
Yeah. Again, Elton, if you're watching this, we can make it happen.
yeah, please.
So, who is your favorite artist that you're listening to at the minute?
I really resonate with the latest album of Paramore.
Oh, okay. I'm actually not sure I've heard of them.
Yeah, they used to do punk music, punk rock they're from the States, I guess.
Okay.
They just released an album which is I don't know, it's great. I wouldn't expect it from them, and it's great. But to name another artist we really like from the UK, I must say Nothing But Thieves.
Nice. Yeah. I respect that. That's very much so your genre there. I like that. Those are some good choices for sure. So talking more about now you guys and the band. So when you first started this, I believe you guys first formed in 2006.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't. I don't know if it was supposed to be anything necessarily that would go this far at the time, or if it was just friends making music together or whatever it was. But did you ever think that you would get to this level today where you are, looking back at where you started?
Wow. I think there was kind of an idea. Uh, it wasn't a dream, but it was like daydreaming. Like
Yeah,
we were we just picked up instruments and playing with each other. We were just kids and saying, "Oh yeah, one day we'll be a band," and that was it.
yeah,
And one day we'll be a band because we didn't consider us a band at the time. We were just messing around with instruments.
yeah,
So really got far thinking
yeah,
about that. Yeah, I don't think we had anything like that in mind
yeah, yeah,
back in 2006.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's coming up. Wow, it's coming up near 20 years. Really, it's three years off that.
Oh yeah,
So
oh yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah, we were really, yeah, just out of school. Uh, didn't know what to do with a ball. We weren't that skilled at football,
right.
so we said, so we tried something else,
Yeah.
and that was music.
Was it always going to be a creative industry, do you reckon, for you guys?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. We have never had an idea of our life outside music. We don't
Okay.
know what else we could do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
love that. I love that. That's really heartwarming to hear actually that was like your sole purpose, if you like, and you went for it and it happened. I'm ecstatic for you. That's so cool. Um,
thanks.
so how do you guys get in the right mindset before a concert?
Ooh, that's really sometimes it's really easy.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's difficult because it depends on the situation. Sometimes you have to rush. You don't
yeah,
have time to concentrate, and you have to jump on stage and do your thing. And that might affect the show sometimes because you don't really know what's happening. You thrown on the stage and you have to do your thing and then get out and next band.
yeah.
But when we have time, we take a moment for ourselves. We just do this circle hug. Someone
Nice.
speaks. Someone is Andrea, the singer. Sometimes it's me or Marco, the guitar player, and we say what we feel in the moment, and we try, we always say, let's look at each other's on stage. We're doing this together. Let's have fun. No, nothing else matters.
Hmm. Yeah, that's really nice. It must be quite hard to sort of process everything in the moment. Like you said there, you kind of got to look at each other because, you know, in front of you, there's thousands and thousands of people. That's it's quite a daunting thing actually. So
Yeah.
it must be difficult to get into that mindset for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. We just that's one thing you forget about when you're on stage. You tend to look in front of you, which is a good thing, of course, because you're playing for the people.
yeah,
But for us, having this kind of connection helps us bringing out our chemistry, our strength as a group. So if I, have a glance at Tommy, drummer, something clicks and we instantly, get connected and we play better. We are in the moment together.
yeah, yeah. Is there sort of like do you notice when somebody maybe is I want to phrase this right without trying to cause offense or anything. So like,
Don't worry.
is there a way that maybe sometime who sort of like someone might need to like pick up the pace a little bit, or they're playing a little bit slower than they should be? Is there a way that you sort of communicate to them whilst you're on stage to say like, we need get back on track kind of thing a little bit? Is there anything like that?
Well, we can feel when someone is messing up something.
Yeah,
But it usually happens with just small portions of songs,
yeah,
maybe one note, maybe one beat, and we immediately look at each other and laugh at it. It's just our way to 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 process it. Nobody is gonna die. You just messed up one note,
yeah, yeah,
whatever. Let's keep going.
yeah,
That's our way, yeah,
yeah. It
to
it happens.
collaborate.
Yeah, yeah. It does happen, doesn't it? I mean, I know with radio specifically, it definitely happens as well. We all mess up saying something wrong, or I don't know. It happens. So yeah, I guess that's a really good point. Actually, it's just interesting. I never really thought of it like that. Whilst you're on stage, you got so much going on. In my head, it's like, oh, it must have to go completely perfect, but it's not always the way, is it? Life's not like that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes happen.
So how has, and we're not just going to speak about this because I've seen in previous interviews that you guys have spoken loads about Eurovision, and I don't want to just focus on that because obviously like it's a great achievement for sure, but I feel like you guys have like done so much work prior to that, and it's not just the thing that defines you. But yeah, how has life changed for you since Eurovision in like professional and personal life as well?
I would say life had changed a lot during Eurovision because that was I don't know, was like getting into a tornado
Yeah,
instantly,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
from one day to another, you were completely
Non-stop.
overwhelmed by everything,
Wow.
and and life really changed in a in a second, and so it was of course we could. Um, we could do one more step, in our career
Mm.
that really opened our project to so many fans.
Yeah,
That is the thing that really changed and is still like that because we have so many people with us, um, not only on social medias like numbers, but of
yeah,
course when we go and we play abroad, we have people coming to the concerts and singing the songs, and that's an awesome feeling.
yeah,
And so that's amazing. As far as life, we all try to keep the same life we were living before Eurovision
yeah,
because we like it that way. But of course, we focus on the music much more. We have a record label, so we're working with for new songs constantly. That's the load of work has really increased in
yeah.
that way.
How's
But that's
how's
great. That's
yeah?
great.
I was gonna say like how has it been handling that? Because that's that does take time to adjust. Like how's that been?
It was no, it was really it always have been our thing. So
Okay,
you, we like adjusting to it was came natural
that's good.
because we just started making more music, seeing each other more often,
Yeah,
and that was it.
that's
That
a
was it.
that's a positive, really, isn't it? It's what you want to do anyway. So
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah. No,
exactly.
that's really cool. So now moving on and talking about your new single, The Gum. How would you say that your older work, like back when you first released your sort of like first couple albums, how would you say that your work from then and the new single, how do they compare differently? Would you say?
Wow, that's a good question. I wish the guys were here to help me out because
Yeah, sorry, man.
these are really
I know. It's all right. Take your time.
um
There's no rush, really.
yeah, yeah, just give me 10 minutes.
Yeah,
No,
we'll come back.
no. I think um, the way we make music has remained the same. Like I'm really happy about it because we've had a few lineup changes through the years.
Yeah.
'Cause we've had Tommy joining the band in
Oh,
2016, and then Marco in 2019. So we've had to create a new balance between us.
yeah.
But the way we we've been making music since 2006 hasn't really
2006.
changed.
Yeah.
Just we just do it. We go into rehearsal room and we work on. We just jam and whatever we whatever we play. If we feel that is right, that becomes a song.
Yeah.
That's it. But in terms of production and song structures, of course, it has changed because through the years we've worked with many producers. So um, we learned many lessons from them about crafting a song um, that in a certain way we couldn't in the past.
Yeah.
Like now we exactly know what we want. Back then, it was probably whatever we like, let's go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
It's would you,
Now it's more like, yeah, we like this, but let's make it. I wouldn't say perfect, but let's make it better.
yeah.
Let's focus on it. Let's we produce our songs ourselves, so
Okay.
we take time and we work on it in the studio. We take suggestions, and that's it. I think. Sorry for the long
No,
answer.
no, no. That's cool. That's cool. It was. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. Like it's nice to see. I like your guys' approach with making music. It feels from what you're telling me, it feels really authentic. Which is like not always the case these days. I think there's a lot of stuff to do, and I've spoken about it in previous interviews. I think there's a lot of cases with music now where it's a lot more for profitability and marketability, and don't get me wrong, that's part of it for sure, but it's really refreshing to come across a group of guys and or guy in this case, where it's, you know, it's authentic, and it's like, this is how we want to make music, we're good at it, this is what we're going to do, and that's why we're doing it, and we make it and we see what happens. I love it. I love it. It's really nice to hear. So
Thank you.
I suppose, yeah, that's all right. I suppose with that, would you say that your creative process has sort of more or less stayed the same then? It's basically the same question, really.
Yeah, it has stayed the same. In the meantime, we like um, to experiment a little bit, so we not always come with a with a song
Yeah,
in the rehearsal room. That's all. That's still the main the our main way, you know,
yeah.
to produce music. But sometimes we just
How do
stay
you
in the studio.
experiment when you say experiment?
We try new ways of writing music. We just pick up an acoustic guitar and
Okay.
trying to sing along, or trying something, looking for new sounds on Splice which is a website full of everything,
Ah,
and we just
okay.
go, oh, I like this sound. Let's try
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. See what you can do with
Then I
it.
pick
Mess
up the
around with it.
bass, and then pick up the guitar. But the way the chemistry works, it's always the same.
Yeah,
Like we always collaborate. We are always together. We always work as a group, and yeah.
yeah,
We're going always back and forth. What would you do that?
yeah.
What do you suggest? We just go for it.
That's really cool. That's really cool. You don't sort of like think, oh, my idea is the best, or like, you know, we would do it my way. It's sort of like you make sure everybody's on board, kind of thing, and then sort of got make sure to stay as a group together, as it should be. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
really good way to do it. So with your new single, now this might just be my sort of take on it personally. I felt like it was like your old stuff for sure, but I felt like it was a bit like grungier. Like really, I really liked it. Would you say that you guys are maybe going in like trying to go in a new direction, like trying that more experimental stuff with this new single?
I'm not sure. I'm
It,
really bad with this
like I
kind of
said,
questions because
nah, that's okay, that's okay. Like I say, it might just be my personal take on it. Like it might not actually be like that, but yeah, I thought I'd see.
no, but it's great. It's great that you feel that way. We really wanted the song to be kind of aggressive because
Yeah,
there's a rebellious message behind it. So we wanted really to have guitars in your
Yeah,
face, and
yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
like having Andrea singing uh, what we feel about the music industry today. So the feel you're getting is probably what we wanted
Yeah, it definitely
to
was. It
communicate. Yeah, and I think uh, for the next releases, I think there's surely another song in the works that will um, go in that direction.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
it's
I
a
think
sort of similar kind of style to it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like what you said there, like a bit more aggressive, guitars in your face. That really resonated with me actually. Like that's definitely what I felt like. As yeah, you got it spot on there for sure, and I'm sure many others thought the same. You mentioned about a like a meaning behind the song. I'd love to pick your brains about that. What is the meaning behind the new single?
It's our personal take on an industry such as the music business that we feel is really sick, and 'cause we've been living, we've been inside it for so
Of
long
course.
that we've experienced all kinds of situations, and we often feel like there's a certain level that you cannot access unless you have uh, some kind of pass, some kind of thing that nobody knows what that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So we've
Bit of the
we've been
green
finding
maybe.
ourselves in scenarios where we've been asked for something
Yeah.
to be better, to be more like that, more like this. But we just realized that we not even the people asking us knew what they wanted. So it's really confusing, and it's really bad for artists that
Yeah.
get stuck in that kind of that get tangled up
Yeah.
in those
Is
requests and cannot focus on their art and speak what they feel.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
I love that.
kind of
I love that, and I'm glad I asked actually because that's yeah, I fully agree with that actually. Like, well, not agree. I do agree, but yeah, obviously I'm not an artist, so I don't know what it's like to be in that position. But yeah, it's like I was saying earlier. I love the authenticity of you guys, and I do think that there is something where labels or music managers, the industry itself, they're making it a lot harder for people to get into the next tier, and I feel like it's not even necessarily based off. Um, I don't know, like you have to fit your music into a very specific category. It almost feels like. Does it? Is that sort of what it feels like for you guys? Maybe.
luckily for us that well, of course we need to create music in a certain way
Yeah. Yeah.
if we want it to be um, for everybody, let's say everybody,
Yeah.
or if we wanted to communicate with uh, as many people as we can. But on the other hand, we're lucky because we are working with a label that's leaving us really free on the creative process,
That's
so we
awesome.
can release different songs and different vibes, which is really our thing.
Yeah.
But we feel that um, sometimes not even not always in the creative process, but maybe I don't know in a festival context or in industry in general.
Yeah.
If you wanted to uh, step further with your career, sometimes it's you find closed doors for no reasons, or sometimes we feel that the business overcomes the music
Yeah.
when it should be the opposite. So the music business
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's quite a sad thing. And it's nice that the label like lets you make a song about that as well, because I think that really it raises awareness about it, because I do think that is something that is happening. And you mentioned the word sick, which I think is a fair word in this scenario. And yeah, I fully agree. I love that. I'm glad I asked what the song is about, because now there you go, guys. Obviously, the new single is out as well, so do go and check it out. It's The Gum. And do you want to plug it real quick and plug your socials and everything?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Go for it. Go for
Um,
it. Take it away.
well, everybody, we're here. Piqued. It's difficult to spell. It's really easy to listen.
I'll
Our
plug
songs
it.
are everywhere. Just type Piqued Jax and find us everywhere. Spotify, YouTube. We have a new video out of The Gum, but also previous singles like Color Shades and Like an
Yeah.
Animal, which led us to Eurovision. Uh, what else? I hope to see you in concert, because we're gonna play in the UK next year,
Oh yeah.
around February. I cannot announce the dates yet, but we'll be there. So be sure you get the tickets, and I promise you'll have the night of your life.
There you go. There you go, people. Check it out. Check it out. You heard it here first. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, one more question quickly before I let you go. Is there any questions that you wish that I had asked? I always ask this now. This is my new question at the end of an interview. Is there anything that you
Okay.
wish I'd asked?
Um, if I'm wearing my pajamas, then I would have said yes, I'm wearing it.
I love that, man. I love that. If you'd had a shirt, it would have been like ultimate smart casual. That would have been awesome. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Next one. Next one. You should do it. So you can get away with this on a Zoom, can't you? This is it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand what my guests are doing now. I understand. I understand. No. Okay, well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. This has been SG1 Radio with Francesco from Piqued, and this has been the interview with. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.